road again. So ask us any questions you want, and we will try to answer them. So let us discuss something. Let us discuss an idea of a rally that I've been offered to go with. So there's this charity rally in Poland every year. It's happening since a few years. It's called Rumble. It's a word play on Gumball. And the idea is you take old Polish or Soviet era cars and you go to distant places. And it's like always remote places, so I mean, it's not like around the corner. It's always a few thousand kilometers. And the question is, I mean, it's a charity event, first of all. So to participate, you have to donate about I don't know, 1,000 euros or something, and then you have obviously to pay for gas for the few thousand kilometers, and for food, and for your own accommodations. And I have a friend that participates every year in these events. And he used to have a partner that would go with him, but this partner cannot go this years, and he offered a spot to me. And now comes the question. The rally goes to Portugal, and that's nice. That's a nice part of it. The second nice aspect is it's a charity event. The problem is we are supposed to go with a Lada. I was never to Portugal, but I was in Spain, and it took us like 24 hours to get there with a car hauler who was supposed to become a car there. So I imagine going to Portugal with a Lada will be like
3 days.
3 days of driving probably. Yeah. And now comes the question: should I participate or should I leave it? Because there's also the question of finances. It's estimated to cost around 1,500 euros for this trip.
Then it's your own cost. You have to pay it, right? Because there's no like sponsorships or...
No, we have no sponsors. We have to pay that's the cost of the fuel, of the accommodation, of the food, and so on. So that's not only a charitable event, it's also a trip. But I mean, is it really a trip worth doing? I mean, 3 days in a car, and then you have to pay for it. I mean,
Sounds like a very luxury entertainment in terms of how much money it costs. It also a hard thing to do. I mean, 3 days in old school car, it's gonna be rough. So, yeah.
I mean, the car is prepared. It's a car that's been converted to 5-speed. It's a car that has special seats with lumbar support put in it. It is sound deadening, it has sound deadening all over, so it's pretty comfortable for a Lada. It's still no 7 Series. You couldn't go 130 like we are going now and live stream the whole thing, because it's more like a 90 kilometer per hour car, not anything else. So it's only luxurious in the way that you're spending a lot of money for not a very long trip.
I mean, it seems like the only thing you can get from it is a little bit of recognition if your car has like maybe some markings of the company, but it's not so much. Maybe some photos, whatever. The other thing you will get is some content for your YouTube channel. Maybe some, 5 shorts on the way, a bit of live streaming on there. I don't know, but yeah, it seems like a lot of trouble. On the other hand, yeah, it depends how you feel about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really know how I feel about it, because on one hand, it's a friend that drives the car, and I would like to spend some time with him. But on the other hand, it's like 3 days in one direction, and then you still have to come back. So, and the whole thing starts in Katowice in Poland. So I would also have to drive 1,000 kilometers from Germany to Poland to attend this rally. So that's very many complications just to attend the rally, and then it's not cheap.
I don't want to kill your spirit, but it sounds like it's not really the best thing to do, unless you're really into charity this way and you have a lot of time to spend, patience to spend.
I mean, I'm not really much into charity because I don't really have much money, and I don't also have much money or much time on my hands. I mean, it seems to me like it's a huge hassle, and there's of course the possibility that something goes wrong with the car, which is like a normal thing there. I mean, the nice thing about it is when you drive a specified type of car, like a Lada in this instance, you get an email list from all the people that actually drive Ladas to this event.
So a bit of networking too.
Yeah, of course. And on this list is also a list of supplies and tools that the people have with them. So you can have like, alternator problems, and you go on the list and you look for a person that has a spare alternator, and you contact them, and if they're nearby and not like 500 kilometers away, then they will come and give you the alternator, because they know you have a starter motor or you have a spare carburetor or something like that. So there is support on the way, but also there is just as much stuff you can think ahead, and parts you can buy for the trip. This always can be something that you didn't expect, like a gearbox failure. Although I saw gearbox failures that were actually repaired on the road on this rally, so it's not possible to. I mean, to think about everything. So there's always a possibility that something goes wrong and it's unrepairable. Then it's just a simple matter of waiting for a car transporter that will take you back to Poland. But I don't know. I mean, on one hand, it's an adventure. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, because I'm sure I wouldn't do it twice in my life. And I've never done it. I never been to Portugal. and I would like to go to Portugal. Probably move there sometime.
Well, it actually sounds interesting. It starts to sound like it's almost 50-50.
I mean, when I weigh these pros and cons, it kind of is, but in reality, I'm not feeling it, and I don't want to go because I talked myself into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd rather be happier to just know that you want it 100% and then just go.
Or you could try to get a sponsor for this event. Maybe something comes up.
Yeah, I mean, I could also get a sponsor, and that would make my decision a lot easier, of course. Because then now I have two major cons. One is the cost, and the second one is the time it takes to go there and to participate. And
Yeah, but as you also said, it's one in lifetime opportunity, and you always wanted to go to Portugal. So that pretty much lands it out, I think.
I didn't always want to go to Portugal. I just thought about this like for a few years now. But yeah, but I would rather go with the 7 Series, which has good fuel mileage, is dependable, and has AC.
So he offered you his space, his place in the starting grid, but do you have to be in his car, or you have to? It's a Lada race only, or?
No, he offered me a place in the car.
As a passenger.
Yeah.
I thought it's like he cannot go, so I didn't understand you correctly. So he's going, but his friend cannot go, and then you're a passenger.
Yes, exactly. He's co-pilot
Right.
and co-mechanic and so on. I mean,
Hey, no beers on the road.
shit. I don't know.
Hard decision.
It's a tough one. Adrian, what would you do?
I mean that it's a lot of money. It's not like you have so much money you can spare on charities. 2,000 euros.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe you could write it off because I know that a lot of people make charity or put a lot of money into charity because it's a write-off, but I have no idea how it works, to be honest. But maybe that's also something to look into. So yeah, that's another thing that we could check. I don't know, man. It's, for me, I want to go also, for example, to Spain with a car, but with a comfortable car. So I don't know. It's kind of also kind of a race. If it would be like when you arrive, then you arrive. If you're gonna drive 6 hours or like 5 hours and then have a bigger stop or something like that, or go to a motel every 6 hours, then it should be fine. But I don't know, it's, for me, to drive 90 kilometers per hour the next 6 hours or whatever, or 8 hours, it's kind of a hard deal.
It's not a race. it's a rally, so it's not who gets there first. You just go for the event. It's not there's I don't know, first place or something like that. That's not a race.
But they can close the shutters here, right? Where's the menu?
You're welcome. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I think my biggest concern is the money, because I can think of about 10 things off the top of my head which I could spend the money on, but I'm not, because I'm saving up for a house. And the second thing is it takes a lot of time.
So how about you approach this in a different way? So you can approach it in a way that you have to collaborate with this friend of yours and say, we have to find sponsorship for our trip, and it's the only way that we can go. You know what I mean? Then the money issue isn't there, so you're not spending your savings, and then there's only the time-consuming thing. But the time-consuming, in my opinion, is easily balanced with the adventure and some networking, some recognition, having good time, you know, have this adventure. So
Take it like a holiday, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
it's
a work day.
it's theoretically a holiday, but I mean it's a holiday that costs a lot of energy. On the other hand, you know what I mean, because you're like driving 10 or 12 hours a day, non-stop, and it's like today we are driving and we know we're going to reach our destinations today. The destination today. Imagine if we would now sit in a car that doesn't reach 120, almost never, and you know that you won't reach your destination today or tomorrow. You will get there in 3 days or something. So, I mean, you're right. If the money issue weren't an issue, then the time part of the problem would be less significant, because it is an adventure. I won't probably do it ever again, and it is a big thing in Poland. I mean, Zwombol is like the thing that even people people that's not interested in old cars, people know what Zwombol is. Because when Zwombol starts, you can see Zwombol cars everywhere. People from all around Poland go to Katowice, so they are on all the roads in Poland for a day or two.
yeah.
And then in Poland, when it starts, the whole Katowice is full of them. The whole highway system is full of them.
So maybe
Highway system.
maybe the approach that you can only if you find evidence for it from sponsorships. Maybe you should create a pitch to potential sponsors saying, how recognizable the venture is. So they would be like, why not? I can sponsor like half of the costs for you to carry some logos on your car. Or I don't know how it works. It's on the sponsorship, but it's a good thing in this manner that it is a well-established, recognizable venture. That creates the opportunity to get some finances outside your pocket. Maybe. I mean, you have to create a pitch and then try to phone call people or just video call them or write emails. I don't know.
Can I change the title of the stream while we're streaming?
Well, I'm not sure. You can try.
Because this whole stream is more about it's more about Zwombol now than it is about our trip and about asking us questions.
Yeah, but you still can ask a question.
Yeah, for those of you who are watching right now, feel free to ask us some questions or just to participate in the discussion. We are discussing the possibility of going on a charity rally, which is called Small Ball in Poland. And the idea is you have to pay a certain amount to this charity organization, and then you can participate in this rally. And I think at the moment it's like about 1,000 cars that are participating in this. So this is a huge deal in terms of charity, because they're collecting like $2-3 million for sorry, 2 or 3 million zloty, so it's around $500,000 euros, or even 750,000 euros for charitable organizations. So it is a huge chunk of money for the orphanage, because it supports orphans. But yeah, we're discussing the pros and cons of doing that. And the biggest cons are cost and how long it takes to drive a 1980s Lada from Katowice to Portugal.
Why is it Portugal? Is it always Portugal each year, or just this year?
No, it's always a different destination. And it used to be that one year it's a hotter climate, and the next year it's a bit more like Finland or Denmark, well, not Denmark, but Finland or Greenland or something like that. Something colder, yeah. Yeah, and this last year it was also like I forgot actually, but it was a hotter climate, and this is a surprise that it's actually warm climate again, yeah.
Yeah, it's different. A friend of yours, like, you know, from work, or like earlier years in Poland, or?
No, he's a friend from the classic car scene. I met him shortly after I moved to Breslau, and I bought my Polski Fiat 1.6, and I met him on a car meet. He also has a Polski Fiat 1.6, and we started chatting. I borrowed a spare wheel from him because I was using that was my only car, and he had it only for events, so he didn't really need the spare wheel as much as I did. I mean, he is not the issue. I like him, and I would like to spend time with him. But like I said, that's not the issue. You have some views of the Czech highway. We have very nice weather today, as you can see, and there's not so much traffic.
Sometimes there's gonna be situations where there's nobody stream. We have two options. You can either say nothing and just wait for people to interact and show our faces from time to time, or you just can, for example, tell a long story about your journey into classic cars. It would make, it will fill the silence and might make people interested in staying in the trip. That's a question for Czech. Alternatively, keeping the live stream on would be the way to go, no matter what we do. Either just watch the road or watch our faces, or just talk about history and emotions.
Yeah, you're not watching right now.
I am.
Okay. So, at the moment we don't have any viewers. It seems like we had one shortly, but it's gone now.
Yeah, it's also, don't forget, it's Sunday and 10 a.m. For us, yeah, we're up for 4 hours, but people are still waking up in this part of Europe.
Yeah, especially on Sunday.
Especially on Sunday. So maybe if, somebody grabs their phone in the morning by eating breakfast.
Breakfast? Yeah.
Yeah, while eating breakfast, somebody grabs in the phone and says like, oh yeah, I have to compare this online, but and it's not going to be as much people as probably afternoon, right? I think.
We have another viewer. Hello viewer. You're joining us on a road trip from Poland to Germany. We're quickly crossing Czech Republic. As you can see, all the Skodas that we're passing by. It's a Skoda country, obviously. And when you're in Czech Republic, you can also assume that the police will be driving Skodas, and also the undercover police will be driving a Skoda. So don't get fooled by any fast approaching Skodas that want to race you, because that's probably just the undercover police.
Underground police.
Underground police. Freeze! It's underground police. And we'll lost him.
No worries.
There'll be more.
It's always like that.
Think about life. It's not up in the beginning. It's not about the numbers, because you cannot think that if you're gonna live stream for the first time without knowing how it goes, that people are gonna find you. If you put some hashtags or you put it on your Facebook, you notified someone.
No, I didn't put any hashtags now.
So it was very spontaneous. So when people find you, that's quite accomplished, because they're going only from the notification and Instagram. That's it. And
did you check how much can you edit while streaming?
You cannot edit nothing.
Push the...
What's Blitz activieren?
I don't know what that is. I don't have that solution. Like,
Okay. It's probably just a front camera light.
maybe,
yeah,
probably. But you tap the image. Tap the image. No, you just don't change the...
The focus. No, it's just changing the focus. Here, we can play with some filters. Damn! It's like driving in the 20s! I say, old chump.
Give you like, I think.
Yeah, give us a like.
Yes, likes.
Give us a like for the professionalism.
Yeah, and it is also important that when you stream, you can't really focus on the viewers count, because that will take your thoughts away from what you're actually doing. So it's a game of thoughts.
think I'll stop the live stream right now, and we see about putting some hashtags in and maybe some notifications or something like that. Let's see how this goes.
We'll be here later today. In how much? Like you think in 15 minutes or more, like a couple of hours?
No, like in a half an hour or something like that.
Yeah. Right. Cool. We can fix it.